The instant I crossed that ebony threshold, a chill gripped my spine, whispering that I'd either sealed my fate in triumph or plunged into an abyss of regret. Victoria Langford's lips curled into a sneer veiled as a welcome, her eyes raking over my plain charcoal skirt, scuffed loafers, and cheap pendant like a predator sizing up prey. She leaned into her son, my fiancé Ethan, murmuring words she assumed were safe from my ears, but I caught every venomous syllable. She said I resembled the maid who'd slunk in from the servants' quarters. In that heartbeat, a storm of rage ignited in my chest, fueling a vow this night would unravel them all. Welcome to Shadow Revenge Stories, where the betrayed rise from the shadows to claim their due. My name is Sophia Kane. At 32, I carry a secret that's festered like a wound for 14 months, hidden from the man I once thought I'd bind my life to. Not some trivial lie like devouring the last cookie and pinning it on a phantom thief. Not even a half-truth like clutching a faded teddy bear in the dead of night to ward off ghosts of loneliness. No, my deception was a blade in the dark. I earn $47,000 a month. Pre-tax, it's a grotesque fortune. Post-tax, it still twists auditors into knots, demanding recounts. As a lead data strategist at a powerhouse firm in the Bay Area, I've coded empires since I was 14, sold my first algorithm at 21, and ascended ruthlessly ever since. I own 4 patents. I've keynoted global summits. My equity stakes could drown a small nation in wealth. Yet Ethan believed I was a lowly clerk scraping by on crumbs. I never outright deceived him. When we collided at that dimly lit cafe 14 months ago, he probed my work and I said, "Tech sector." He nodded sagely, then quipped if I'd juggled calendars for the suits. I offered a cryptic smile about backing the operation, and he painted the rest in his mind's bias canvas. Why indulge this charade? Why let the man who stirred my heart think I teetered on poverty's edge when I could buy his luxury sedan a dozen times over? Because pain had schooled me early, courtesy of the woman who salvaged my shattered childhood. My grandmother, Eleanor Kane, became my world after my parents' car crumpled on that rain-slicked highway when I was 6. She dwelled in a humble bungalow on a forgotten street, piloted a rusting sedan, browsed discount aisles, and draped herself in thrift store simplicity. She instilled in me the art of humble feasts, the joy and fleeting whispers of life, and the creed that one's soul outweighs any ledger. Only at her deathbed when I was 23 did the veil tear. Eleanor was a multi-millionaire. She'd forged a covert investment syndicate in her prime, sown seeds that bloomed into fortunes, yet chose austerity because she knew facades breed monsters. Her will bequeathed it all to me, alongside a note etched into my psyche. True souls bear themselves when they deem you powerless, when they scorn you as insignificant. That's the forge of revelation. The words haunted me like a curse. They clawed at old scars, betrayals from friends who vanished when my parents' insurance dried up, lovers who eyed my inheritance like vultures. So when Ethan beckoned me to his family's opulent lair, hinting at rings and vows, whispering of his mother's razor-sharp judgments, I invoked Eleanor's test. I'd arrive as the unremarkable drudge they anticipated, faded tire, ancient wheels, meek words on my struggles, and I'd observe. I'd dissect how they crushed someone they viewed as vermin, unworthy of breath in their gilded air. Before you brand me a schemer, a viper in disguise, ponder this. Haven't you ached to unmask the serpents in your lover's kin, felt the poison in their honeyed grins, the void in their praise, craved the raw, bleeding truth, no matter the agony? I did. I had to, because wedding Ethan meant chaining myself to his bloodline, and blood, as Eleanor drilled into me, is an eternal shackle. If you're gripped by this tale of shadows and retribution, pause now, smash that like button, share where you're lurking in the world, and the hour haunting your clock. Those echoes from afar fuel my fire more than you fathom. The Langford Manor loomed like a mausoleum of excess, its endless drive mocking my battered Honda Civic as it crunched over gravel fit for kings. Iron gates gleamed with platinum inlays, lawns shaved to surgical perfection as if defying nature's chaos. Glancing in the mirror, I saw the mask, minimal cosmetics, hair knotted low, Eleanor's tiny silver locket my sole adornment. I embodied exclusion, ideal. Ethan greeted me at the entrance with a kiss that reeked of theater, his gaze snagging on my outfit like thorns. For the first flicker, I spied shame in his eyes, shame at me. I etched it into memory, a scar to fuel the storm. Inside, the home screamed nouveau riche desperation, chandeliers like frozen waterfalls, faux antique canvases, furniture rigid as torture devices. Victoria Langford reigned in the hall, mid-60s, her face a surgeon's canvas of taut denial. Platinum hair armored in spray, gown from a label that screamed, "Notice me," gems authentic but soulless. Her handshake was a wilted dismissal, chill as a grave. Then came her whisper about the help, and I beamed, feigning deafness. The torment was unfolding. Had I foreseen the viper's nest awaiting, I'd have donned thorns instead of cotton. But knowledge is the deadliest shield. I'd mine their depths. The Langfords peddled mid-tier autos across 4 states, Reginald inheriting and bloating it with greed. Victoria wed young, clawing up society's ladder like a demon ascending. 2 offspring, Ethan, 35, marketing drone outside the empire, a thorn in Reginald's side, and Lydia, 39, leeching the coffers like a parasite. Public trails, social feeds, deep dives unveiled galas of excess, philanthropy laced with tax dodges and spotlights. Lydia stormed in late, a ritual of disdain, draped in couture worth mortgages, diamonds cascading like stolen stars. Her hello landed like a slap, lip curled in revulsion. I returned it sweetly. She pivoted to Victoria, banishing me to irrelevance with chatter of floral scandals. Ethan lingered, mute and uneasy. Observation 2 logged like evidence. Reginald, bloated from years of indulgence, gripped my hand with false vigor, eyes probing like a judge. An uninvited shadow, Jonathan Pierce, old ally, late 60s, silver mane, gaze piercing with faint recognition. Did our paths cross in forgotten alleys? He said not, but his stares gnawed. Victoria herded us to a dining crypt, table endless as a coffin, silk thrones, cutlery and arsenal, 7 knives per seat, weapons for dissection. She eyed my awe and cooed, "I imagine formalities elude you, pity laced with acid." I countered, Eleanor's wisdom held that company trumps tools. Victoria's mask cracked, Lydia choked on wine. The appetizer, some exotic sludge, birthed the Inquisition. Victoria probed my roots, a foggy Oregon hamlet. Family, Eleanor alone. Parents vanished in wreckage. Her sympathy gurgled like bile. Lydia demanded Eleanor's trade. I murmured, modest enterprises. Truth, she'd sold her syndicate for 8 figures, but truth was my hidden dagger. Victoria struck. My role? Tech aide. Secretary? Close enough. She nodded, smug, as if I'd confessed inferiority. Ethan squirmed, silent. Then Lydia unleashed Isabella. The name sliced like glass, casual yet lethal. Lydia bumped into her, thriving, empire booming. Ethan's flinch, guilt's shadow, vanished swift. Victoria pounced. Isabella, exquisite, matched their opulence. Ethan's flame for 4 years. I feigned ignorance. Such pity they split. Her luxury imports meshed perfectly with Langford lots. Subtext, she fit, I was filth. Photos on walls confirmed. Isabella radiant, entwined with Ethan in frozen joys. Lydia twisted. Isabella single, waiting, perhaps, for him. I praised her grace. They faltered. Victoria hammered. Hope I wouldn't drown in their world, given my humble origins. Humble? She clarified. Some toil in obscurity, no shame in mediocrity. Mediocrity, the word seared, but I held, rage coiling like smoke. Ethan mumbled defense, mother's protective. Victoria cooed agreement, best for her boy. Implied, not you. Reginald diverted to pastimes. I listed trails, tomes, basic bites. Lydia mocked it as quaint infantilism. Jonathan interjected, simplicity's virtue, his gran the epitome of joy and modesty. Victoria glared daggers. He queried Eleanor's name. I gave it. He pondered, silent. Dinner dragged, barbs flying like shrapnel. By sweets, clarity burned, snobs supreme, valuing souls by zeros and ties. Me, discardable. But Ethan, the man I'd adored, revealed as spineless, complicit in their cruelty. Which facade was truth? Revelation loomed. Post-meal, coffee in the lounge. Men huddled on commerce. Lydia vanished for a call. Victoria conferred with staff. Alone, I sought relief, but hunted truths. Past a cracked door, voices. Victoria and Lydia, plotting like witches. "We must crush this fast," Victoria hissed. "Ethan can't wed this wretch." Lydia sneered. "Phase, like his vegan folly." Victoria, worse, ruin imminent, timing dire, Rossi merger vital, Ethan with Isabella key. My pulse thundered. Langford's hemorrhaging, needing Rossi infusion for survival. Lydia, Ethan pledged to string Isabella along, options open, while courting me. Floor tilted, not snobbery, machination. Ethan my puppeteer? Lydia, fools attached to this pauper, placeholder till Rossi sealed. Placeholder. Fury eclipsed hurt. Victoria, announce betrothal tonight, then fabricate scandal to axe me post-Rossi lock. Lydia, what scandal? Victoria, invent. They schemed my demolition like menu tweaks. Lydia, at least she's dim, trusting, desperate for scraps. I retreated, tremors of wrath. They deemed me fool, naive. They'd learn. Bathroom mirror reflected steel, not shatter. Confront? No, too merciful. They'd spin me hysteric. Eleanor's gift. Underestimation, their doom. Rejoining, air thickened, furniture shifted, lights dimmed, Victoria anticipant, Reginald uneasy, Lydia smirking, Ethan jittery. He seized my hands. Despite all, I want you. Knee bent, ring flashed, gaudy, flawed gem mirroring him. Trap sprung, public lock, private discard. I grasped, stall Isabella via me. In rage's blaze I chose, yes. Cheers false as their souls. Jonathan's gaze hinted complicity. Blur of toasts, plans, my mind schemed vengeance. Ethan escorted me out, swearing warmth eventual. I drove into night, plan birthing like a curse. Dawn brought excavation, Langford's crumbling, debt mountains, franchise fraying, Rossi lifeline desperate. Deeper, Lydia's thefts, siphoned fortunes fueling her vanity, prints stacked, calls leveraged Eleanor's echoes, contacts stirred. Jonathan, betrayed by Langford's eons ago, unethical swindle, he thirsted payback, we allied in shadows. Before plunging deeper, a whisper from the void. This haven, shadow revenge stories, thrives on your echoes. A subscribe, it ignites the dark. Weeks feigned bliss, dinners endured, barbs swallowed, Lydia's flaunts noted. Ethan altered, guarded phone, rehearsed affections. Isabella's texts flickered. One late shift, I tailed him, corner booth intimacy, hands laced, caresses, photos captured, fuel for inferno. Rage purified, no outburst, patience. Jonathan amassed dirt, victims' tales, shady deals. I fed franchise holders proofs. Eve of gala, final mercy, probed Ethan's soul. Excited? Yes. Secrets? None. Isabella? Old flame. Lies sealed fate. Gala eve, I shed disguise, scarlet gown, bespoke by elite artisan, Eleanor's ruby heirloom, timepiece rarer than myths. Estate pulsed with tints, quartets, excess. Valet mistook me caterer. I smirked. Stride shed meekness. Reginald gaped first, stammering. Crowd whispered, phones buzzed. Victoria circle. Her facade crumbled at my splendor. Rental? Lydia spat. Designer drop floored them. Excused, their panic hissed. Ethan confronted. Who are you? Myself, I retorted, steered to moguls, revealed title, firm, Eleanor's legacy. Ethan tensed, his ignorance exposed. Word avalanche. Jonathan arrived, primed. Victoria cornered, demanded truth. I echoed Eleanor's creed. Now I see you. Pale, she fled. Toasts summoned. Reginald droned legacy. Victoria hyped alliances, hinting Rossi's salvation. She beckoned me. Microphone in grip, I unleashed. Thanks for warmth. Detailed first dinner's barbs, whispers, common slurs. Crowd hushed. Overheard plot, placeholder, Rossi scheme, fabricated ruin, gasps. Financial rot exposed, debts, franchise doom, Lydia's embezzlement, hundreds grand. She shrieked denial. Jonathan proffered dossier to execs. Victoria threatened suits. I dared her. Ring shed. Give to Isabella. Ethan's pleas, business. I scorched his cowardice, lies. Revealed self, strategist, fortune forged in code, simplicity by choice. Langford's, arrogant frauds, doomed by contempt. Microphone dropped, exited through parted sea. Chaos erupted, denials, calls, exits. By fountain, Jonathan, franchise axed. Relief, not glee. Drove home, city lights mocking past illusions. Tea brewed, robe donned, peace. Week later, alert, Langford autos collapsing. Investigations, fallout, my name absent. Ethan texted please, deleted. Sun rose, pendant warmed. Eleanor's truth, character over coin. Langford's failed, I endured. Their saga crumbles, mine rebirth. And that's the unyielding truth from Shadow Revenge Stories.